So, guys, guess who's back in the news cycle? Failed presidential nominee of the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton. And she is in the news talking about Clarence Thomas, since he's literally the only Supreme Court justice to be aimed at when it came to the whole Roe v. Wade situation. Even though there was Samuel Alito, I think that's his last name, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, among a whole bunch of other Supreme Court justices. You had so many people at the Roe v. Wade got overturned. You had so many people when it came in the streets or on social media in general, saying racial slurs about Clarence Thomas, calling him the N-word with the hard ER. And you want to know the thing about it? It was mainly angry white women that was calling Clarence Thomas the N-word with the hard ER, because how dare he overturn Roe v. Wade, even though it says in the Constitution that abortion is a legal right for women. It does not say that at all. Abortion is not in the Constitution. And then after the whole, you had a whole bunch of leftists that say they're all for black people, calling Clarence Thomas the N-word, claiming, "Hey man, we ain't racist. We just angry." That's what a racist does. They call a black person the N-word with the hard ER if he does something y'all don't like. It was mainly white people. It was mainly these white leftists, these white liberals that was pissed off at Clarence Thomas, and now you got Hillary Clinton apparently pissed off at Clarence Thomas, even though I don't even know why the hell she mad. She still can't get over the whole 2016 loss. So guys, these same people that claim they care about black folks and what they're going through are the same ones that would call a black person a sellout if a black person becomes independent or God forbid he becomes Republican. Black people mainly lean conservative. They just vote Democrat. They have conservative values. They just vote Democrat. That's a fact. So, guys, let me go ahead and read y'all this article from the saltiest politicians out there, Hillary Clinton. This is from the Post Millennial. From June 28th. Hillary Clinton uses angry black man trope against Clarence Thomas. Oh wow. How much you want to bet that nobody, Maxine Waters, Barack Obama, Al Sharpton, called out Hillary Clinton for this one? So let's go and read this article. Hillary Clinton lashed out at Justice Clarence Thomas, claiming that he has been filled with resentment, grievance, and anger. Her comments were contradictory to those by Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who sung nothing but praise for her Supreme Court colleagues. So let's go and watch this and see like what she fully said about this whole ordeal. Because after this whole Roe v. Wade thing, you had a lot of people just completely lose their mind.
Justice Thomas has sort of floated that out there about contraceptive rights and contraception and about same-sex marriages, but other justices have pushed back to say, no, he's really sort of on his own with that.
Well,
you don't believe that?
Well, he may be on his own, but he's signaling, as he often did. I went to law school with him. Mm-hmm. He's been a person of grievance for as long as I've known him. Resentment, grievance, anger. And he has signaled in the past to lower courts, to state legislatures, find cases, pass laws, get them up. I may not win the first, the second, or the third time, but we're going to keep at it.
So you're saying people pay attention to
yes,
this?
The people he is speaking to, which are the, right-wing, very conservative judges and justices and state legislatures. And the thing that there's so many things about it that are deeply distressing, but women are going to die, Gail. Women will die.
We reached out to Justice Thomas for a comment. We have not heard back from him, and Secretary Clinton had much more to say. Coming up in our next hour, we ask her whether she thinks senators were misled by Supreme Court justice.
Again, it's this whole oh my God, this she called him resentful, angry, bitter. She's only saying that because Clarence Thomas did something that she didn't like. Again, I said this in my previous videos when this got overturned. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg was not a fan of Roe v. Wade because it did not protect the woman. It protected the doctors that was performing the abortions. If anything went wrong with the procedure, the doctor was safe. The woman was not. So we heard Hillary Clinton say that, even though I highly doubt that she actually went to law school with this guy. But let's actually hear from somebody that actually works with Clarence Thomas. And Justice Sonia Sotomayor, a liberal Supreme Court judge. Again, this not be a conservative or liberal judge. This just be a judge. So let's hear what the liberal Supreme Court judge says about Clarence Thomas. That apparently Hillary Clinton. Again, nobody likes Hillary Clinton. So if what she said was true, I would not be surprised, because Hillary Clinton was a toxic. Let me go and stop it right there. So let's go ahead and listen to what the Supreme Court judge had to say about Clarence Thomas.
But I suspect I have probably disagreed with him more than with any other justice. That we have not joined each other's opinions more than anybody else. And yet, Justice Thomas is the one justice in the building that literally knows every employee's name, every one of them. And not only does he know their names, he remembers their families' names and
what is that?
Histories.
Okay.
He's the first one who will go up to someone when you're walking with him and say, "Is your son okay? How's your daughter doing in college?" He's the first one that, when my stepfather died, sent me flowers in Florida. He is a man who cares deeply about the court as an institution, about the people who work there, but about people. He has a different vision than I do about how to help people and about their responsibilities to help themselves. I've often said to people, Justice Thomas believes that every person can pull themselves up by their bootstraps. I believe that some people can't get to their bootstraps without help. They need someone to help them lift their foot up so they can reach those bootstraps. That's a very different philosophy of life. But I think we share a common understanding.
It's a lot of glitching going on right now.
About people and kindness towards them. That's why I can be friends with him and still continue our daily battle over our difference of opinions in cases.
So yeah, guys, you had Justice Sotomayor call out and said that Clarence Thomas is one of the sweetest, most caring persons that she has ever met in her life. He asks about how you're doing. He likes to meet people. He likes to ask people, how to if they're close, how their family is doing. He sends out flowers to anybody that may have lost a family member. He's one of those outstanding guys. But because he doesn't have the right politics, you had these white leftists call him like the most harshest things out there. You have liberals call him the N-word with the hard ER. call him a Nazi, call him Uncle Tom, call him a coon. Again, how does freaking Roe v. Wade, what does that had to do with, civil rights for black people? Because from what I read, Roe v. Wade first came out because there was this white woman who falsely accused a black man of, doing the unthinkable, and she had to forcibly bear the black man's child. Turns out that was a lie. Then Roe v. Wade came in, and now all of a sudden, a lot of people know what it is. Again, I will say this again. Ruth Bader Ginsburg said like Roe v. Wade was a bad policy because it protected the doctors, not the woman, just in case the procedure didn't go well. But you had these leftists like Hillary Clinton who still angry and resentful of the whole 2016 election. And you want to know what she did? She blamed women. She blamed women for not doing enough during the whole 2016 election, because you had a lot of suburban women vote for Trump. She got pissed off at women, claiming y'all didn't do enough. Y'all should have did better. Y'all disappointed me. That's what Hillary Clinton was going on about. She kept on going about this whole. I only lost because it was the Russia helped Trump win the 2016 election. But now all of a sudden, Trump says the same thing. All of a sudden, he's undermining democracy, even though Hillary Clinton did it first. Guys, these people are freaking out of control. You have Hillary Clinton using the whole angry black man trope against Clarence Thomas because he did something that she didn't like. Again, even though Roe v. Wade, according to a lot of justices, was a bad policy, but you would have these activist judges saying like it's a good policy, even though it's going back. The abortions are going to a state level. It's not being completely banned outright. It was more on a federal basis. Even though when Roe v. Wade didn't get overturned, you still had some states banning abortion. So how exactly? So how did this mean anything? If some states were still banning abortions, but even before Roe v. Wade got overturned, you guys are okay with this black man being called? Being called the N-word with the hard ER, being called a coon, Uncle Tom Sambo, because he did something y'all ain't like by all these white leftists. You guys are okay with that? Guys, these people are a freaking joke. These people are a freaking joke. They hate you. And they have no idea what the hell exactly they're talking about. Especially when it comes to abortion rights, they say it's a constitutional right, even though abortion is not in the Constitution. Not one amendment is in there about abortion. It's not in the Constitution. It's just some if this in a next video I'm gonna give off the stats about abortions and all that stuff. But for the meantime, that's all I gotta say about this video, man. Let me know what y'all think about the comments below. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all next one. Peace.